Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. After the interception, here's Smith. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Second and 10, Smith again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Robert Ayers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On the ground, this is Ware. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, here's Smith. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Out of the gun, Smith. He's got it. It's Escobar. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a first down.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is knocked down from the side. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Throwing again is Smith. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, Smith. complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
From the red zone now, Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Smith throwing again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To the air again, Smith. Underneath to Spiller. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And no measurement needed. It was 4th and 5. Give them 5 yards. First down.
I know they were excited about the possibility of getting in and blocking a kick, and sometimes you get too amped up and create a penalty, and that gave them a first down.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Now the point after try for Santos. And that makes it 14-10. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
2nd down, Winston. A dump off to Sims. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They go play action here on 1st down. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Justin Houston in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Now it's Smith. Dumps that off to Ware. Ware gets hit, and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. 20, 10, and he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. On first down, it's Smith. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a 2nd down. From the gun, here's Smith. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And Hill running right through it. He's still barreling through. A big play there for KC. 46 yards. Tyreek Hill, he had the 2 fastest plays in the NFL last year. One on a kick return, one on a punt return, topping out at 23.24 miles per hour.
That's advanced analytics right there. Our guy Marvin, you know what he said? He's really fast.
And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And the offense in a great spot. It's first and goal from, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
It's up and good to make it 21-17. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On the ground, the drive starts with Sims. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Winston. He hits Rodgers in the flat. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Sims. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 7. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Jameis to throw it. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
On the run, it's Ware. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can run to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the 3rd quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the 2nd half.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. After the interception, here's Smith. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16, and it'll be a 2nd down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there to stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Smith. They're able to locate Wilson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Again, Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. On 1st down, Smith. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing again is Smith. This will be caught at about the 5. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Typical Alex Smith drive right there. Short, accurate passes, like a point guard in basketball distributing to his scorers.
Just take him what the defense is giving him. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point. And our score stays right where it is. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
And shedding. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On 3rd down, Winston. And the pressure gets to him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got Evans. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. They got 29 yards there. And that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down. And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tambahali in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Winston now from the 50. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Bucs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Winston to throw. Now a desperation throw. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. In the red zone this time. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing, Winston. Floating one, incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Here's Winston. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
yeah. Down the numbers. There he goes. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
They run it here. Ware. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. They'll run now with Ware. Room here to run. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Justin Houston in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Here's Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
And the kick is good, so you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.